What is going on, guys? My name is Sena and welcome back to another video. Two of the most common video requests that I've gotten over time is how to be more consistent and how to be more confident in Valorant. Funny enough, both of these concepts tie into each other really well, and it's kind of difficult to have one but not the other. I made a guide on how to be a more consistent player a little while back, but a video that I actually haven't made yet is how to be a more confident player. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys what confidence in Valorant looks like, how to become a more confident player, and the benefits that you will receive from gaining this confidence. Right before we get into the video though, guys, I want to take a moment to introduce you and thank Valorant Tracker for sponsoring this video. Valorant Tracker is a companion tool used by millions of players to track your in-game stats and progress. You can look at your KD, win percentage, headshot percentage, win rate on certain maps, headshot percentage with certain guns, and much more. If you've been playing Valorant for a long time, after you download Valorant Tracker, you can go back and look at your old stats and see how much you've improved as a player. You can see your stats from each act and compare them to one another. Not only this, but there's a huge library of lineups and guides for every single agent in the game that is constantly being updated. Now you're probably thinking that an app like this probably costs a monthly fee or it's pretty expensive, but Valorant Tracker is actually 100% free to download and use, and you don't have to pay a single penny to get access to all of these awesome tools. So what are you waiting for? Go down in the description or in the pinned comment and click my link to download Valorant Tracker today. Thank you again to Valorant Tracker for sponsoring this video, and with all of that being said, guys, let's get right into the video. One of the most key components to being a consistent player is to be a confident player. It's very difficult to be consistent and always play well if you aren't confident in your own skill and ability. This is one of the biggest benefits of becoming a more confident player, but it goes outside of that. In order to be confident in Valorant, you have to be confident in yourself. How can you be confident in your skill at something if you have a lot of self-doubt and you aren't confident about yourself as a whole? The definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something with trust. Since we're talking about Valorant here, this thing that we have trust in is our own skill, whether that be our aim, our understanding of the game, our confidence to clutch up in a situation where our team needs us. So that's cool and all, but how do we actually become more confident? There are a few ways to build confidence, but in my opinion, the most important way is with experience. Let's say you see a girl that you like, or you see a guy that you like, and you want to go up to them and ask them out. Most people won't do it simply because their fear of rejection outweighs their confidence in successfully getting that person's number. More times than not, though, the people that fear this rejection have never actually experienced it. They've never actually experienced being rejected, and if they did, then they would understand that it's not that big of a deal. As humans, we have an innate fear of the unknown. It makes us anxious because we always ask ourselves, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this goes wrong? But in my experience, the only way to overcome that is to face the fear head on. Let's say you go through with it and you go up to that person and do ask them out. They might say, oh, sorry, I'm not interested, or oh, I'm already seeing someone, or something like that. Even though that sucks, it's not really that big of a deal, and nobody really cares, and nobody's gonna remember about it. Now, next time you see someone that you like, you're not worried about it, and it's so much easier to go up to them because you've already been rejected and you already know what it's like, so you aren't afraid of it anymore. This is the best way to build confidence, in my opinion. In the context of Valorant, the reason why I'm so confident when I'm in a 1v3 match point is because I've been in that situation hundreds of times. I trust my aim and I trust my ability to make decisions under pressure that will lead me to win the round. But I didn't always have this confidence just sitting there. I built it over time by constantly putting myself in these situations and constantly putting myself under stress. So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is you just have to play more. And I hate giving that advice because it seems so vague and basic and boring, but It's honestly the truth. You have to keep experiencing different things in order to become confident at them over time. This isn't the only way to build confidence though, but I do think it's the best. Another great way to build confidence in Valorant is to have an aim routine and also to master 2 or 3 agents. When I first started playing Valorant and I was new to PC FPS games and I was just getting started, I didn't really have any sense of direction, so I thought that the most important thing to do was to have a consistent routine. I had a warm-up routine for my aim in the range, which is the prems method. I've made a million videos on that. You guys should go check out my aim routine videos, but that's what really helped me build my confidence in my aim. I also took the time to get really good at a few agents. I took a lot of time to learn how to play Jet and Killjoy, but I would also fill other agents as needed. I think it's really important to have a comfort pick on every single agent role so that if you're filling or if you need something for your team comp, you aren't playing an off role or a role that you don't know how to play. This will lead you to not only being a much more confident player when you're on those roles, but also will help you win a lot more games as well. Another great way to build confidence in Valorant is to play with friends. Solo queuing in ranked especially can be really intimidating for new players, and I understand why. People don't want to get yelled at for not understanding the game or for performing bad or something like that, so 5 stacking with friends or playing with a 3 stack of friends will really help make that easier. I can definitely say that that helped me improve a lot by constantly having a group of friends to play with and improve with together. Nowadays, I'm mostly playing solo, but because of all of that prior experience I have, I'm now able to be very confident in myself as an individual player. Another really good way to be more confident in game is to take on an IGL role whenever you can. IGLing, if you guys don't know what it is basically in-game leader. This is where you're the leader of the team and you're basically calling the strats for the round. Being an IGL might seem kind of nerve-wracking at first, especially for newer players, but trust me, it helps you learn the game a lot more, and you learn a lot more from a bad call than a good call. You learn what works and what doesn't. Even if you have someone else on your team IGLing, just listening to what they're calling for the round and listening to different strats that you can use throughout the round will help you be so much more confident. I'd recommend that you guys go watch VODs of pro matches that have comms included in them. I know Fnatic recently posted a video of their comms versus Loud in the grand finals of the most recent tournament. I know Sentinels does them. I think 100T does them as well. NRG does them. I think they're super good for learning how these IGLs IGL their team. And that's at the highest level, right? In literal grand finals of VCT. So they'll definitely help you in your ranked games for sure. But if I had to dumb it all down, I would say the most important way to build confidence in Valorant is just play more. Going back to the example that I used at the start of the video, being rejected seems scary until you've actually been rejected and you realize that it's not that big of a deal. Now that you don't fear the consequences of things not going your way, you'll be much more confident in your next attempt. The exact same formula and concept applies to being confident at anything in life. So in Valorant, when you're in a 1v3 and you make a bad decision and you lose the round, now next time you'll know, hey, maybe that wasn't a good play to go for, or oh, I should have done this or something, and you realize that losing the round actually isn't that big of a deal. You just go next. But for someone who hasn't been in that situation many times, they'll often feel nervous and scared, and that's really what holds a lot of players back from being consistent. There are so many players out there that could be so good at Valorant, but their lack of confidence really holds them back a lot. That's why I think that being confident and being consistent go hand in hand, and they're both very important in order to be a good player. Anyways, guys, I hope all of that made sense and you guys found something helpful within this video. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I've gotten a lot of people requesting me to make a guide on being more confident, so this is my take on confidence and how I think that you should build it up to become a better player at Valorant. If you guys did end up enjoying enjoying this video or finding it useful in any way, make sure you guys go down and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I apologize if I'm talking a little bit quieter in this video than in some of my other videos. My throat isn't really feeling the greatest, so I don't want to raise my voice too high, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the video regardless. I have a Discord server linked down in the description below. You guys should join that. We have a super chill community. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day or night to watch this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.
And she say, oh, goddamn. My head like boom, bam, bam. Don't hold out your hand. I only feed my fam. I can't trust the soul.